Oh, here I am. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm just seeing if there's any waiting for anybody else, see if they come in for a start. You know what the score is. Just gonna take a quick drink. So, how's everybody doing this evening or this morning? Hey, Bart, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. I'm seeing if any more people turn up. Oh, that was good of Eddie. I tell him thank you. Yes, so thank you, mate. Yeah, I just want to see if any formula people, see if it's worth starting. I've taken some notes. I've got quite a lot of notes actually. Hold on, let me see if I can get them. Let's see if I can read them first. Yeah, so I did put some feelers out, see if anybody turns up. If they don't, there's nothing much I can do about that, is there? So, how is everybody doing? God, I hate these things. You know how much I like doing these lives here. If I had my way, I wouldn't do them. Not like I don't love chatting to everybody, but I'm just not a great one for like being here. I am doing well, Manda. I am doing well, my babe. I'm just seeing if there's anybody else that's going to turn up for even start. Hopefully, because I've got, like you say, I've taken down. God, no, people tell you I don't. I hate these things. They're never fun. Um, I made a mistake of writing down this by pencil, and I used a hard pencil too, so it's softly written. So I'm using a torch on my phone to see what I'm doing because I can't be bothered to get up there and turn on the light. Yeah, so hold on, I need to do something. Pardon me. There you go. And put that there. There you go. Amanda, can you write something for me, please? Oh yeah. You're very knowledgeable there. I totally agree with that. Okay, so yeah, so you've got it. You've got a wrench, and so has Bart too. So everybody's got a wrench. Wrenches for everybody. Woohoo! Chuck them away. That's very good, man. Thank you for writing something. Hold on. Yeah, so well, okay, so 6. Okay. So I could start now. So I've been sort of looking at the situation with Trump and his tariffs, and I've tried to look at the positive. And at least it wasn't toast. Yes, that's very true. At least it wasn't toast or bread or milk. So I've been looking at so I've been looking at the situation with Trump and his tariffs and how they've affected everyday Americans, even probably in the world too. And I put a few questions in, and I've got them answered. So I'm not a person who knows economics. I'm more of the historian or history side. I'm good at economics, not so good. I'm terrible at maths. You're very welcome, Bart. You're very welcome, mate. So trying to read my writing. So tariffs, have they affected everyday Americans? Well, what people don't realize, these tariffs are a short-term fix. They really are short-term. Can they destroy the economy? Of course they can. These tariffs will destroy economies from the world. We're now in a world of export and import now. There's no country that can survive without importing or exporting. So these tariffs have got the ability, and it could put higher prices on everyday items. And the companies will have to pay extra to import goods, meaning everyday items like food, clothes, and cars, and even electrics, could get more expensive. And experts say, this is what experts say, not me, say the average US household will end up paying an extra $830 per year, which in today's world, well, that's quite a hit, because we're still in the middle of a economic crisis, aren't we? Cost of living is still going up and up. Look at the US and eggs. That's a prime example. I know you've got the bird flu out there, but egg prices are going sky high, apparently. And these tariffs also could slow the economy down, with industries could see job losses as they could cut costs due to slow economic growth. Now, that is no good. See, $10 for eggs. That is absolutely shocking. Because eggs over here would cost. Yeah, I can buy I think 8 or 10 eggs for £2, £2 or £3. Interesting point, Mr. B. That is interesting. But yeah, isn't everybody though, Mr. B? We're more independent in China, Taiwan, South Korea, all these circuit boards, everything else that goes with it all comes from mostly Asia. But what is being affected by these tariffs is the F-35 project. The F-35 project is an important project, and they have people dropping out of this now. Canada's dropped out. Portugal's maybe on the verge of dropping out. Germany be dropping out. I've got it written down here. Let me see my notes again. Yeah. So with the F-30, Portugal has cancelled the F-35, and now is exploring other aircraft from. No, I get you, mate. I get you. Yeah, so they're exploring other aircraft from Europe, which also really is really thing, because some of the F-35 project is made in Britain, so that affects British jobs too. Other countries are thinking of backing out the program, like Germany, Finland, Poland, and Belgium. The rising cost of the 25% tariffs on steel and aluminium mean the planes would cost more, and Lockheed Martin might have to absorb the cost or pass it on to the other buyers, making it more expensive. The other businesses too, the arms industry business, or its defensive industries, with Canada under Bombardier, fearing that if Canada cancels the F-35, too, because Canada's cancelling it, the US may retaliate by cutting the business with the Canadian arms industry. So what I'm getting at is, are tariffs more like cutting off your nose to spite your face. Really, will they really work? That's why we have to look at it. Hold on, let me see this. No, I thought that's for me. No, it's not. So I don't know how anybody else is. And XP, yeah. You forget, Japan's a load of islands too. So what happens in one island may not happen in the other one. So I don't know how anybody else feels. If you're right, if you know how you feel about these tariffs, do you think they're going to work, or do you think they're going to destroy the US economy? Is Trump right to introduce tariffs to allied countries? Caroline with a K told me about tariffs. Okay. Also, what I read up today about Trump, that he's supposedly, I don't know if he can or not. I read up in this. He supposedly made Biden's presidential pardons void. Now I've read up on this, and it says that no president can cancel or void a presidential U.S. pardon. Hey, Prairie. I don't know if this is and also there's a oh, let me get this. I've got all my stuff here. Yeah, presidential pardon. It's also Supreme Court president in ex parte Garland, 1866, that says the US Supreme Court ruled that a presidential pardon is valid and complete release, and that cannot be undone by the president once granted. So, can anybody tell me how Trump has made these pardons? Challenge. I don't know if anybody find. I'm pretty sure that's the same in the UK, mate. It's mostly exported out, mostly imported in now. But I'll put the StreamYard on in case anybody wants to come join me. Prairie says, "I'll calm down." Okay. Yeah. So does anybody think that Trump is doing a great job at the moment, or do you think he's gone too far or not far enough? There's lots of things happening. Is he doing well domestically? Is he doing well internationally? Or has US foreign relations gone downhill now? Because you've got to remember what Vance said. Your Vice President Vance, he said about a nation that's not seen war in 40 years is going to put 40,000 men into Ukraine. The only two nations that were talked about was France and Britain. And we have been with the US. Well, we didn't join the US in Vietnam, but we've been with the US with the Gulf War, Kosovo, with the War on Terror, and the Second Gulf War, and Africa too. Yeah, but we don't have to depend. I mean, do depend on certain goods. I think all countries depend on certain goods. It depends how you look at it. Hey JP, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Thank you for turning up. Yeah, I think countries have to depend on each other, even for certain goods, even the US. You have to depend because some of your stuff does go out and some of your stuff does get imported in. But so, like, is tariffs the right thing to use? Is Trump a little bit unhinged? These are the things I'd like to try to. I get you, mate. I get you, JP. I do. Went from hero to close to zero. Exactly. Is Trump harming international relationships? We're his closest allies. We've always been the US's closest allies. Hey, Willow. I'll put the link on again if anybody wants to join me. Always prefer somebody to chat to when you have these things. I'm never really good at this type of thing, but we're always pleased to see Willow. So if anybody wants to come and join me and have a small debate, no, I don't pin it. I don't pin it. I've been bombed, so I don't pin my things. I put it on there. If I see somebody I know, I'll ask. That's asking for too much trouble. I think if you pin it. Okay, mate. No, that's understandable. Fair enough. I know, Mr. B. I know. I didn't plan it well. I totally forgot it was St. Patrick's Day today. Shall we talk about St. Patrick then? Would that help? Would that help talking about a kidnapped British guy being kidnapped by Irish pirates, been taken to the fields of Ireland? Anyone have a green beer? No, we don't drink green beer. Green beer's foul. Oh, I don't know. JP, I don't know that one. Yeah. I haven't really studied that. So I've got a port wine. Oh, I do love a good port. What is it? Vintage port there, JP? That's one of my favourites. I do like a nice port. Damn. I prefer that to red wine. I don't know why, but it's just so much better than red wine. Wow, there you go. That's a bottled 1980s. Damn. When you get a nice port and some nice proper cheese and some crackers, oh, the taste is brilliant. You got me talking about port now. My friend has more than 300. Damn. See, I trace my my family tree on my mum's side, and I found out that oh, it doesn't for me, mate. It doesn't for me. It gives me a nice little smooth hangover. But I found out that I may be related to the Sandyman port people. They make this port. Oh, so nice too. I've tried it. See, yes, Sandman. Yeah, that's it. Sandyman port. That's the name of it. I'm going to say that tariffs that Canada is in some serious trouble with the asshats breaking beacon off up there. I'm not going to go to work going against Trump and the US. It's not going to work against Trump and the US. It seems a bit for tit for tat, doesn't it? We've got to remember that it's the people that suffer. Isn't Trump or the Canadian Prime Minister? It's the people, normal people that's going to suffer. So normal people in the US, the prices will go up, especially along the Canadian border, and the prices are going to go up in Canada. There'd be certain stuff that you used to get, especially I heard Canadians now are taking down US liquor. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's the one. I think that's my family's port where they made. Yeah, man, I know. But that's the thing. It's going to affect the people. Every tariff war doesn't affect the rich. It affects us. It affects the working classes. It affects the poor. It affects the middle classes. Prices going to go up. You're going to find out the car prices are going up. You're going to find that food prices will go up because there's a lot of America imports a lot of fuel from Canada. Orange juice prices. Okay, so I did see that, Mr. B, and that is a bit worrying. I did see it was one of the heaviest air attacks since the ceasefire. Do you have any idea what this is about? I 100% agree there, Perry. I'm going to take that off there, but I get you people do need to prices are going. It's against the again, it's the people that's going to feel it. It's us, the consumer, will feel it. Not the rich, us. Canada has a lot. It certainly does. It does have a lot of lumber and metals there, mate. But I want to know what else people are thinking. What would you do in these situations? If you're a country and Trump has imposed tariffs on you, would you impose tariffs back, or would you try to negotiate? So I don't think people I'm going to bash Trump because I'm not. I'm just saying what I think. Do we need to negotiate with Trump? And also, let's hide that. Also, his stance on Ukraine. He said he said the war in Ukraine's all Ukraine's fault, basically. Is it? No, it isn't. I might have to have a drink. Is that Canadian Club, mate? You're going to have some Canadian Club there. It is weird. It is. I don't mean. Why does the US need to import firewood from Latvia? Rage drinking. And why? We're all going to JP's. He knows how to party. He's got wine and port. I'm all there. I'm all up for that. Yeah. So this is why I hate lives. I don't like them. If I had my way, I'd ban them. Just not my favourite thing. I prefer my video. I prefer doing my content videos, or I may go and try to do it a bit earlier. Not my favourite thing in the world to do because I prefer when somebody's there and so I can chat and it's a bounce back off each other. I get that. That's what I like. Sitting by myself is like, ugh, I feel like I'm talking to a wall. See, or you can have a dirty Dr. Pepper, Mr. B. So what a dirty Dr. Pepper is a really, really strong lager, half a pint of strong lager, half a pint of cola, and a double amaretto shot in the bottom, and you just neck that and you sweet thing. And there's my cousin. Hello, Kane. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, my babe. Or cousin. Yeah. We recently found out that we're really related. Yeah. Which is really weird. We compared family trees and we were quite shocked at the family trees. That's another weird thing. Families. Oh no, we should be having castles. Oh. Just yeah. Kane, Mr. B's rage drinking. I don't know what he's rage drinking, but he's rage drinking. I'll put the stream. Look, if anybody wants to come up again, I'll put the StreamYard on again. It's always easier when you have somebody. So there you go. I did send out a couple of invites, but it looks like they couldn't make it. Which always happens. I should always try to do a little bit better. But such is life. So I don't know what to say now. I'm quite stuck. This is why so it's really weird when you do these. I keep on saying it's really weird because it feels like I'm talking to a wall. And because I can't hear nobody talk, it's very strange for me. I'm the type of person who relies on bounce back, you know, whether it be chatting and things. But yeah. So I don't, yeah. Like I said, this is not a channel for drama. I just like to chat about stuff, keep it all drama free and stuff like that. You know, I would never laugh at a lisp. It's a very people who laugh at lisps are very bad. No, let's get the party started. Okay, so what's this, Mr. B? Am I looking? What's this here? Oh, I absolutely love her. She is brilliant. And Piper Alley. Oh, she is amazing. She went to Scotland, I think, last year. And she went to Glasgow. There was a big piping thing going on, and she went to Glasgow there. Oh, that girl can seriously play the pipes. She is amazing. I do like her. But you could have picked like an Irish tune, like the Wild Rover or the Irish Rover, Fields of Athenry, Grace. You got Maggie Malone. You know, tunes like that. Oh no, okay. Oh, she is stunning. You know, and wow, she's got honestly a major talent. The bagpipes are not an easy instrument to play. I've always wanted to play them too. I think I could. I may still have time to learn to play them. Haven't listened to the Irish Rovers in years. Or Fairy Tale of New York. Oh, that's another good British Irish tune. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to think. So people, I'll go and find it on here. Hold on. People want to listen to the Irish Rover, let them. So I'm just looking now. Okay, so let's do this. Wow, you know, grandfather played the pipes. Wow, there you go. You can listen to the Irish Rover. I do like that. It's one of my favourite Irish songs. Yeah, so people want to come up, they can come up. And we'll wait for a few more seconds here. So I don't know what to say now, really. I haven't got a fucking clue. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I haven't got a clue in what to say. Don't want to get down told off by YouTube. I don't know what to say to that, Mr. B. I think I'm just going to leave that one alone, what you've just said. That may be the rage drink. Yeah, definitely. I think that's the rage drink. I think you need to put the drinking down. I know, mate. I know. Don't worry, my ex-wife was a bit of a dragon too. I should really plan these lives better. Hold on a minute. Yeah, so like I say, the link is there. Write my notes in pen. No, it's nothing to do with my notes. It's to do with people. If I can record a video, I should record a video. It may be better. I feel more comfortable recording a video than actually doing this live, because doing this live is like I said, it's like I feel like I'm talking to a wall. I know I'm not, but this is how I feel, and it feels like I'm talking to a wall, and it feels like I'm getting no headway, and it just confuses my nut. Anything goes. I think that may be the port. I will not say lispy words. If you come up, I will not say lispy words. You can chat, and I promise I will be good. Scouts honour. Dib, dib, dib. Dob, dob, dob. There you go. I cannot break that now. So yeah, feel a bit clueless. Anyway, okay. How's everybody liking my art? I've been trying to do a bit of art, like I've seen put down on my pages, and I haven't picked up a pencil in a long, long while. So I thought I'd just do so. Yeah, so I thought I would just do a couple of sketches and see if I could get some of my drawing ability, which I thought was you know, I thought a pretty cat. Yeah, I should draw him next. Uh, sorry, that just made me laugh. I did see a pretty cat. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, I used to do this type of stuff when I was in my early 20s, and I I used to help out in this community centre, and used to attend a community centre. And I got involved in this art and drama group where I learned a bit of photography, learned how to do stuff like this. Also do like a small skit. So somewhere in Glasgow, there's a video of me wearing. You remember ecru coloured jeans, like the natural cotton coloured jeans, and the same denim jacket with a Ben Sherman shirt and round Oasis sunglasses, trying to be a drug dealer from the south of England in this the skit. And I learned to, and also we done murals, and we copied these murals down, and I done the vultures from Jungle Book, and I've done other thing, and done all over this community centre. And a couple of years later, somebody burnt it down. Somebody set it on fire, and it was demolished. And now there's a medical centre on top of it. But there were some good times there, some brilliant times there. It was there where I done got involved in local youth work, and I picked up an award for what I done. I was involved in my local youth forum. I was involved in the city youth forum. Then I got involved in the Commonwealth Youth Forum. Yeah, and I learned all this. Then I got an award. I got a Young Quality Scot Award in 1996, 97. We went to Edinburgh. I had to give a speech, and there was 3 people picked out. Unfortunately, I wasn't to go on a free trip to Finland. So yeah, I was quite disappointed I didn't go to Finland, but also I can understand. But I got my award, which only like 200 odd people in Glasgow had got. So I was heavily into that. When I moved back down south, I tried to start it back up again in my local town. And the headmaster of the school was a bit snooty, and he wanted his best students. I didn't want the best students. I wanted students who wanted to join, not because they had top grades, and it sort of fell through. I was really disappointed in his response because I felt it would have benefited the village that we lived in. But these things happen, and you move on with life. You know, I ended up becoming a chef and worked as a chef. I started off in the army camps and worked out from there. Then came back to the army camps and worked myself out from there. And I ended up on Ireland and Scotland. I've worked in Glasgow. I've worked in just outside of Glasgow. I've lived in a forest, and also I've lived in Manchester and Oldham, and then I lived in a village in Dorset, which I really, really loved. It was really good. I enjoyed that. You know, the village was really nice. It was like what we call a chocolate box village. Beautiful place. I enjoyed there. There was 3 pubs along just one street. You got right next to each other too. So it was a good time for, just chilling out, having a laugh. Hello. So we have Manda.
Hello.
Hey, hello. Can you do me a favour?
That's my audio.
Yeah, can you change your avatar for me?
Can I what?
Change your avatar.
Oh, Jesus. One of those.
For that one word.
I'm trying to figure I haven't been on StreamYard in so long. How the hell do I change it?
I don't. Okay, just leave it.
Sorry, I
That's
forgot.
all right.
You're all like.
No, it's cool. Just
Trying
leave
to
it
figure
there.
out how. Oh, wait, hold on. The dots, I think. I haven't changed my avatar in like 3. Oh
I
my
mean,
god,
I
I have
wouldn't have
no idea.
minded, but it's just that one word
I
there.
know. I
In
know.
case
I'm a terrible
these things.
person.
No, you're not a terrible person. In case these things get,
There,
monetized.
you get that.
Yeah. So how you doing anyway?
The usual. Mouth
Usual.
hurts, but it's because you make me say ridiculous riddles and
I don't make you say
make me.
I don't make you say Sally sausages. Can you do me a favour though? This is what
What
Mr. B
now?
wants. Can you say
Oh
I
no.
thought I saw a puddy cat?
Y'all, that's not nice.
This is what Mr. B says. And Mr. B is a valued guest, so
He
yeah,
said
I
he
think you should
won't.
say it.
He said he won't ask me. So
Oh, I am
stop
asking
trying
you.
to
That
twist
means
his words.
okay. So no, I'm not. He says he won't, but he really wants you to. So can you say I thought I saw a puddy cat?
No, I suddenly cannot say that.
Why not?
How about you? Why don't you start saying some
I've
things
just said
after
it.
your dental work the other day, but you couldn't. You were too busy.
Yeah, I was drooling. So I've gone past it, but we still want to hear. I thought I saw a puddy cat.
Yes, you were. I thought. I thought I saw. Wait, hold on. What is this?
I
This
thought I
is
saw a puddy
terrible.
cat.
You're gonna lose so many views right now because
I think the
thought
views will go
I
back
saw
up.
Putty Cat. See, that wasn't bad.
Well, that wasn't
That
bad.
wasn't
No,
bad
it's not bad.
compared to the sea, the seashell one.
Yes.
I still can't say it.
Oh God, what was it? I was.
That was just mean.
No, so was it? What did I say again?
So what's the
She
topic?
sells
Politics
at
that
this.
I'm. Which
Yeah,
one?
so
Just
yeah, politics.
you
So
couldn't even say it. So
I know. Pardon me. It's my channel. Don't be rude to the guest host.
she sells seashell. Actually, the channel owner shouldn't be rude to the guests, so there's that. But continue.
Oh, thank you
I'm
very
gonna
much,
work
sir.
on my
That's great.
avatar thing. It's
Yeah.
really
So,
annoying.
do you know much about tariffs?
Yeah, you know how good I am with knowing
Yes.
my own politics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel tariffs are going to hit you?
Well, Caroline with a K said she didn't have to pay tariffs, so I'm just gonna go her route and be like, I don't have to pay tariffs.
Okay. So, where does Caroline with a K, whoever she is, not pay any money towards tariffs?
I don't really know, but it she said it and then she said like she won't take questions. So I guess if you do that, then you don't have to pay them.
No, that doesn't work out. Doesn't work that way. No.
Well,
No.
I can hope.
No, you can hope, but you live in that's Cloud Cuckoo Land.
I know.
Oh
no!
right, there's another one, Mr. So Mr. B wants you to say this. Mr. B is a valued person
I
with
don't
me.
see what he wants me to say. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see.
Well, silly squirrels swiftly scampered southward.
All right, let me take a drink. Y'all are awful. Like, this is brutal. All right. I have like stitches in my mouth. This is ridiculous. Silly squirrel swiftly scampered southward. Oh, that was easy.
There you go.
Not if
Well,
I say
she
it
done it,
fast.
Mr. B. You know, that's quite good
I
there.
have to like say it small.
Yeah, you forgot a few.
Kind of like when I tell you I can't understand your accent, so spell it out.
Yeah, you forgot to forgive Mr. B. He's rage drinking right now.
That's okay. Sometimes, like, a little rage drinking is necessary. Like, I'm not going to hold it against anyone. I've been there.
I think we've all
Just
been
rage
there.
drink on sometimes.
I mean, I've rage drunk once. I ended up at 11 o'clock in the morning and came out at 12 o'clock at night. Those were good days.
Okay, like, I don't go that far. Like, yeah. I'm not like a big drinker, so really like a glass of wine and I'm good. Like, that's my rage drinking.
I blame my genes. My genes are Scottish-Irish.
Well, yeah, also when like you and Kane have relatives that are royal people and you clearly forgot to go get your inheritance, so I can't get a castle now.
So hold thy tongue, peasant.
Okay.
Yeah, what's what thou say? So thou once has lobbist one's head off.
What? Like, what are you doing?
Lobbist your head off. Yeah.
You are so.
Can you say that again? Because that's quite funny when you got a lisp.
You're lobbist one's head off.
Yes.
That wasn't that bad.
No, that wasn't that bad. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So do you honestly, though, joking aside, do you honestly think tariffs will affect you?
I assume so. I think they'll affect everyone. Like, it seems. I'm trying to read the comment as I change my name.
So, yeah, I think Trump is arrogant, but a very smart businessman. Got to give it up to the guy. The man knows what he wants, and I'm Canadian. we won't ask you to apologise for that one, Monkey Man. You know?
Yeah, like, it's okay, you're Canadian. Like, most of them are nice. I just haven't found many.
I've found lots of very nice Canadians.
Oh my God.
I've got family in Canada. I've got family everywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, you do. That's ridiculous. And you're related to Kane, so.
I know. I've got family in Toronto. My great aunt moved there, and she passed away a couple of years ago. But I didn't know that she passed away a couple of years ago. But they come from Toronto, and one of my family runs a surfing or skateboarding mag in Canada.
Oh, that's cool. So wait, back to politics. Joking aside, you know how terrible I am with my own country's politics. What was my question? I forgot to be like normal. Nice.
How do you think? Do you think tariffs are going to affect you? Yeah, mate. Sorry, you carry on.
Yeah. Like, I feel bad because I like know nothing on this, so like I know nothing, so it's terrible. Like if
No, but
maybe ahead of time I
anything is
have like
good.
little
Well, tariffs are like a
I was gonna
short-term
say
fix
something.
for a long-term problem. Who do you think is going to win the tariff war?
Yeah, it's like a band-aid. Like
No, Mr.
not
B, I think that
us. Like
one's a bit
it's not.
too
No
cruel.
one's gonna win. Honestly, I feel.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. B's on one today.
What is that last word? I'm
Strongman.
trying to find that. Figure out
It
even
is
how to say
Strongman.
that. If I Strawman.
Strawman. Yeah, Strawman
Strawman.
is. Yeah, strawman is fermented herring in a tin.
I'm not even gonna. All right. Sometimes Sally swiftly swallowed strumming. I'm getting better. Like
Getting better.
so,
Yeah.
right. Sometimes
Strawman's a world.
Sally swiftly swallowed strumming.
Okay, so if you don't know
Y'all
what
are
strawman is,
brutal.
strawman is the world's
No,
smelliest
you just
food.
said.
Yeah, it's fermented.
Ow.
Once you take out of its tin,
Are
it
you
rots.
sure? Because everyone's like smell is different. What?
I'm 1,000% sure it's the
Wait,
world's smelliest
take a
food.
what?
Once you take out the tin, it rots.
Okay. Whew. I was like, wait. Like, all right, here we go.
Trump knows what he's doing. He may be the only person to get the US out of their debt, making everybody else's debt worse.
Yeah, like I kind of, like I
There
told
is
you,
that.
my tinfoily friend.
Yeah, there is that. But also, it's a hard one. It is a hard one. Is he alienating his allies? Is he alienating Canada? Is he alienating UK? Is he alienating
I thought
France?
he wanted to like buy Canada or something. Like
Okay, so he wants a Panama Canal under US control.
Why?
He wants Greenland under US control. And he talks about Canada as like the 51st. Is it 51st? Yeah, it's the 50. He talks about Canada like being the 51st state. He wants a Panama Canal because it used to be under US control until it was.
Why'd we give it up? That's silly.
I'm not too sure
I'm
the
sure
reasons
there was
why.
good reason at the time.
It was probably due about business, but the Panama Canal controls the
Thank you, Prairie.
Yeah, it's the canal in between the Pacific and Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a major shipping route.
Yeah.
So that's where you get all the imports from there. It's like the Suez. The Suez is the lead canal from the Middle East to the Western Europe and to the rest of the world.
Canada not for sale. Listen, I'm going by what I've heard. Like I already told you guys I don't really know much about national politics. Paul knows more, which is terrible. Lots of talk about Alberta, about this 50. Oh wait,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's very good because he didn't call what's his name prime minister. He called him. I can't remember what he called him, but he didn't refer to him as a leader of Canada.
I thought that. I'm not even gonna say it because if I'm wrong, it's really embarrassing.
Mm.
Let me look this up with me.
Yep, there's only thing that I don't think Canada will. This is the reason why Canada will never become part of the US as a 51st state. But no, it's because of King Charles.
Don't bring the kings into this now. Like
he's got to be brought into it because he's King of Canada. He's the head of state of Canada.
I know, but wait, I thought that guy. What's his name?
He's the Prime Minister of Canada.
Of Canada I thought it was like Trudeau.
Trudeau's gone now. There's another
Yeah,
guy
that's what
taken
I was
over.
gonna say, but
Yeah.
then I wasn't sure if I
Okay,
was
so
right.
Trudeau's gone. There's a guy called
Yeah.
Kiri. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is taken over. He used to be the head of the Bank of England over here. Now he's gone into politics, and he's now the Canadian Prime Minister.
There's apparently updates on that with 4
so
hours ago.
Prince Charles is the head of state of Canada. He's the head of state Australia too.
Okay. See, I was gonna say
Mark
I thought
Carney,
Trudeau was
that's it.
gone, but I didn't want to sound like.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name there, Prairie. I thought it was Kiri, but no, it's Carney. So Mark Carney was he was in charge of the Bank of England for several years, in fact. Then he went into politics. Now he's a Prime Minister of Canada. Canada won't be the 51st state of the US because of King Charles. King Charles sought the royal estate, not his actual him, owns so much of Canada. So for any part of the US things Trump wanted, he has to go through the king too.
I guess people criticized him for not discussing Trump's attacks about the tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum.
And
he did comment on the 51st state.
And I don't think that King Charles is ready to give up Canada to Trump.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, buddy.
He doesn't JP. He doesn't rule. He's just the head of state. The parliaments rule. Parliaments of Australia and Canada, they rule Canada. What he does, they just use him as head of state as we use him as a head of state. I'm not too sure how Canada does it, but the Prime Minister is in charge.
Doesn't like us right now.
Yeah, so he's in. So
the Prime Minister,
Mark Carney is the Prime Minister, but head of state is King Charles, or before that, it was Queen Elizabeth II.
Prairie said it.
Yeah,
they're under the crown. See, that sounds much better than like President Trump. Like, if I had my way, I feel like it'd be a mess, but it'd sound really nice.
Yeah, so when you join the Canadian Army, you get to say the oath of allegiance, same with Australian, and you get to take an oath of allegiance to King Charles.
Interesting.
So
I'm trying to read this like update thing.
Also, with Trump of Greenland, what everybody forgets about Greenland.
I didn't even know he had a Greenland.
Okay, yeah. So there's a law. There's a law about Greenland that was signed with Britain. I can't remember when it was signed with Denmark, and it said if Greenland was ever sold, Britain would have the first refusal on it. So anytime that Denmark is going to say, okay, I'm going to sell Greenland, Britain's got to have first dibs. They've got to go through Britain first before the US touches it.
I'm just waiting for you to say when I can speak or not.
Oh, you can speak.
Keep telling me to be quiet, peasant.
Just know your role.
Oh, okay. Helping you out here with things I don't even know.
Oh no, it's amazing.
Right. It's a mess, a hot mess, but it's okay.
It's all right. We'll let you off.
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Okay,
no. Yeah. So what are you just about to say?
Only bring inflation and damage to supply chains. You agree?
Yeah, well, that is true, but that could be on the short term. Also, they could have a lasting effect where it could be businesses, US businesses could be just forced to sell to the US market, which may help the US market. So there's two sides.
Canada, like what this Carney guy is really like doing good.
Exactly, Monkey. I'm not calling you Monkey, Matt, but exactly, Monkey. I used to have a mate. That was his nickname, or he still is. But there's his nickname, Monkey. All right, Monkey. Yeah, nobody can be right or wrong, and
No,
everything. There's a
I'm
possibility.
very
Exactly,
like,
and
Paul knows this is not my strong suit, so I'm just here to. I don't
your
know.
strong suit is putting toast into a toaster.
Don't even stop that. Like this is public right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's very true. Everything's a possibility. It's amazing. And if you can debate it in the right way without arguing with anybody and listen to everybody's, take on it, there's positives and there's negatives. And right now we've got
move to Canada.
right now we've got to look at the negatives because it'll be the negatives that affect us until the US it starts to turn for the US industries. Will the US if
everything? I think we were talking about that right the other night.
Yeah, they get sworn to serve. Yeah, so when you take your oath of allegiance, that's what Perry's talking about. You get to serve the king. Everybody, that's what happens in Britain too. We any British territory gets to sign an oath of allegiance to the king.
That's really weird to me. Like they're not sworn in to serve the people. Like
okay, Hawaii. Hawaii's not exactly a US state, but it's in our US. So people from the Hawaii now to decide when they say their oath of allegiance, they say it to the US.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. I'm saying in my head like, yeah.
Is the UK not yet? It's apparently we have got tariffs, but we have not introduced a tariff war yet. I don't know if we will.
Eggs are cheap.
Yeah, I don't know if we will. It's the reason how it's going to affect us is not through everyday goods. It's going to affect us more through defense terms because we use a lot of metals and aluminium in our thing. Also, we've bought the F-35 fighters, which is another thing. The F-35 fighters are going to cost us more now because of the tariffs there. And things like that. That's what's the worrying thing. So we have to see if it's happening right now. But
Scouts.
Yeah, the scouts. My kid became a scout. Yeah, the scouting movement is from the UK. It was Baden Powell introduced it. So yeah, Scouts is a total British organisation. Yeah, so that's how it's not good. It's going to affect us. Also, with Russia now too, apparently there's going to be a coalition of the willing, ready to. Hey Ozzy, how you doing? I hope you're well. Yeah, so there's going to be a coalition of the willing. So right now, Keir Starmer says there's about 30 to 40,000 troops willing to go into Ukraine as peacekeeping forces, but they're not going to do anything until they speak to Donald Trump about this. Russia has already said they'll. Yeah, Russia said that. Hey, AJ, how you doing? Hope you're well. So Russia's already said if there's any foreign troops, there's a foreign army in there, they will attack that foreign army. Starmer's ready. Starmer's refused to say if the British troops will attack Russian troops if anything happens. Peacekeepers are not known to attack, so what peacekeepers will do is they'll go in and they'll protect that area, but they're not there to attack. If they come under fire, they will defend. They are allowed to defend themselves.
I'd hope so.
Yes. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, thank you, and I hope you are too. Great. Well, you're great. Yeah, sorry. I'm glad to see you doing great there. But thank you for turning up. It's great to see you. Yeah, so there's a possibility, and it's the biggest possibility since the Cuban Missile Crisis of World War III. Which
Well,
is
I think that's where we're going. Like eventually, it seems
it is headed that way. Some people say if we let Putin beat Ukraine, yeah, JP, we do that here too, and our politicians use this narrative. War Trump is reckless to feed this narrative. Of course, there is a diversion going on. I believe that, but
Mhm.
I will say if we let Putin beat Ukraine, is he just going to stop at Ukraine, or is he going to go into further Eastern European countries? I'll let you think on that one for a little bit, and you can come and tell me.
I don't think he's. No.
Good day, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think that's going to happen?
I think it would escalate once it starts.
Well, I've sort of got an idea what will happen. I was reading about this today.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't want your channel to.
Can we please put one rule I've got? One rule I have got.
I figured
is we have no drama. We don't have no drama here. So if there's any name calling, you're just easy timed out. I don't have none of this. I don't have none of this drama. No, stay there. We don't have none of this drama here. We just have chat. If you're here for drama, you can go somewhere else. I'm just going to say that once. There's mods there. I'll ask the mods to keep it fair. Any name calling, delete the comment. If it keeps on getting name calling, time them out. End of.
You want me to just go? Because
no, stay. No, stay.
No,
I don't have this name calling.
Worse.
No, it won't get worse.
No, because someone said something, and therefore
stop. Just stop. Don't make a situation. Making the situation. You're making the situation worse.
All right.
Stop.
I'll
stay.
be my peasant.
Yes. Right. Any name calling, anything like that, easily taken off. Wrong channel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Down drama channel.
No, so there is. I was watching a thing today, and it says it is Russian cannot stop its attack on Ukraine right now. Their economy is based on war, as a war economy, so it cannot stop. However, if it stops, they can get their back, and they're within like a couple of years they'll be up to wartime strength again, where they possibly could invade another country. So it's like a catch-22. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Exactly, Farlaps. He really doesn't, and anybody thinks that he does. No. Putin is a really smart person. He knows what he's doing. He was trained in the KGB. And the KGB don't train fools. That's the way I see it. So what do you think?
I agree. I think I think we are just gonna have to wait and find out. It doesn't look good. I don't think we're gonna get better, or maybe it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But it doesn't really have a bright outcome right now.
Yeah, and plus now he's inviting other troops and to be involved
Mm-hmm.
with North Korea.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It doesn't bode well.
No, it doesn't at all, and that's unfortunate. Like, no one wants another war.
No, well, nobody does. But right now we are heading towards one. We really are. It may have been like that for a while. Trump says he makes deals, but Putin is better at. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It really
I
is.
agree.
Putin's a very
Putin has like done some things. I'm like, geez,
well.
why?
Putin's a very smart guy. How he's done it, stayed in power for such a long time. He got into power,
Yeah.
then he left power, got a proxy to be the Russian president. Then, when Putin became prime minister, then Putin became president again. I think that's the right term to use for him. He changed the constitution, Russian constitution around, so he can stay there for till 2030.
Like no term limits type
Yeah,
thing.
so no, there is a time limit to 2030. Then he probably can change it again.
I mean, come on, 2030. Like, that's basically no term limits until like he'll change it, and then
Yeah. Very. There's a lot of saying that over here, but I think Ukraine needs our help more. We can't let Putin win in Ukraine. We really can't. It would not make any sense. It will not make any sense economically and military wise. Also, it keeps on blaming and saying Ukraine because it was all NATO. NATO's this and NATO's that. It's not really. No. I just don't see how we can let Putin win in Ukraine. I really can't.
I agree.
It is what it is.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know. Yeah, he there is. I used to work with a Russian guy. He was a fantastic person, absolutely lovely guy. He looked Russian too. He had that Russian look about him. But we were talking about Russia and stuff like that, and he goes, "Well, Russia. There's a saying in Russia." And he goes, the saying is, if you can't fix a problem, chuck as many men as you can at it. And it looks like he's doing that with the Ukraine.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's playing Trump too.
I don't know. It's hard to tell, like, when everyone's doing their thing and trying to get their way, who's really like bluffing or who's really going to go through with it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, Amanda, and also JP. Much corruption in Ukraine. There is much corruption, but there is also much corruption in Russia. There's
a lot of corruption in a lot of places.
Yeah, exactly. Is so much corruption going around in politics. It is maybe it's not the same as it used to be. I mean,
no, it's not at all.
No, you used to say, but you can say, when a politician's lying when he moves his lips.
It's true.
It is. You know,
They say what you want to hear and
yeah.
do what they need to do and or what they're told to do, and
I mean,
it's
right?
really not about helping us. It's just, it feels like their agenda and what they want to have done.
Yeah. Also, Russia's known for its that type of thing too. JP, they're
I mean, a lot of places are
yeah,
known for mafia and drugs. I'm
yeah,
Italian.
with yeah, a lot of there's I mean London too, Scotland. There's lots of stuff that lots of stuff comes from shore. Oh, this is long before the war too, mate. Long before there was yeah, just things like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like
You
his
know,
view. But
yeah.
yeah.
But these
I
things,
yeah.
these things are what they are. I mean, there's nothing much we can change. But who do you help? Do you help Ukraine or do you help Russia?
It's honestly like it's a hard choice, and whatever one you pick, people are not going to be happy either way. And there's going to be likely good and bad outcomes no matter what.
Exactly.
Like it's a no win. Like it's kind of got to look at the pros and cons and find the one with more pros. And I mean,
I think Vietnam's a bit before our times. But
yeah, that was like
I was only I was only 2 when it finished. I had a
in
family member.
cartels, Afghanistan.
I had a family member who was in Vietnam back when at the fall
I
of
did.
Saigon.
You know that.
Huh?
I did too.
Yeah. She worked in the offices, the U.S. military offices in Saigon, and
Oh wow,
she had the unofficial rank of being a major because she was
that's awesome.
because you have civilians who work on an army camp sort of have an imaginary rank. It's really
Yeah,
weird.
our,
And she had a
the
rank of
army and
yeah, no, it's only imaginary because she worked with them,
yeah.
but they treat them with respect. And
Hmm.
she was there at the fall of Saigon, so she got transported out of there. Just then she lived in San Francisco. Then her dad became unwell, and she moved back to Australia and nursed her dad till the day he passed away. So she spent time in Saigon. Then she went to the city of brotherly love.
Right.
And this is in the 60s and 70s.
That's like your whole like family tree just travels everywhere. Like
It does.
down to you even. Like you've gone everywhere.
Yeah. You know, but this is the way the world it comes. We've had this, we've had the perestroika, glasnost. Do you know a perestroika or glasnost?
No.
Okay, so perestroika and glasnost is the fall of communism, which in turn created the Russian constitutional crisis, which ended up in a small armed conflict in Russia, where Yeltsin took control. And with Yeltsin, you had Putin. With Putin, you had the other guy, then Putin again, and that's how we come to this situation here.
Yeah. I don't like the situation here. I just think like there's so many different aspects and feelings and opinions and people involved in countries that I don't think it's going to be good, but hey, maybe I
No,
can be wrong.
well, hopefully we are wrong. Hopefully
Yeah.
we are, because nobody wants to see a massive
Yeah.
war.
No.
But then again, it's like appeasing what happened in 1938.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 1938.
Yes.
Okay, what happened?
I'm not explaining it because my mouth hurts from.
But
all
you've got
my...
to explain it. I've asked you. It's just a simple thing.
No.
Okay, so Germany invaded Poland along with the Soviet Union.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Oh,
Polish, so I mean.
yes. Okay, so it created World War II.
I know we talked about it
Yeah.
the other day.
So the possibility of World War III happening almost in the same place is a very strong possibility.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
it is something that we should try to avoid. But also, if it's going to happen, it's got to happen. We cannot be known as appeasers anymore. Britain tried to appease Germany in 1938 with Neville Chamberlain flying over to me, that funny little Austrian, came back with a white piece of paper saying peace in our time, peace in our time. Then Germany invaded the Czechs. Then he invaded Poland, and we ended up in the mess. This is all to do with the mess that World War II created and World War One.
We'll probably have World War III soon.
I probably think so too. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So can
It'll
hope.
be covered a lot.
What we got to hope for. What we do have to hope for. What I'd like to see happen. That's what I mean. This is only my opinion. Would I like to see troops in Ukraine? No. Would it be a possibility? Yes. You know, if there was peacekeeping under the UN guidelines, flying UN colours, I think that would be a lot better situation. Then it would be as NATO. If Ukraine had to lose the Donbass area, I think they should have to lose the Donbass area, sadly. If it saves people's lives, will save people's lives. You Russians should withdraw from all Ukraine territories apart from the Donbass region and keep that. And hopefully there'll be trade deals with Ukraine. I think Trump should stop sticking his nose up Putin's backside. I think it should be a lot tougher on you, Putin. I don't mean tougher military, I mean tougher economically. We've got to do something. He cannot get away with this. People saying it's all Ukraine's fault. No, Ukraine did not invade Russia. Russia invaded Ukraine. If Russia invaded the Donbass region and kept to the Donbass region, pushing Ukrainians out the Donbass, I think that would have been perfectly acceptable. So, yeah, I think that's what should happen. We need to work together, all as countries. We can because I know it's impossible. It really is.
It's a lot. I feel like it can be done if the right things happen.
Yeah, but I find that there are bigger things to worry about than things. But no, this one has seemed to turn out to be the biggest. We used to worry about religious intolerance and religious sects attacking us. I'm got to use these words. And no, it is not now. It is countries now. Big countries. And it's scary because these big countries have got enough to destroy the world 4 or 5 times over. There's new missiles coming about. There's hypersonics. There's the new intercontinental multiple delivery systems, which can also launch. Missiles. They get halfway into the atmosphere, then release their delivery systems, and these missiles can hit 5 or 6 different towns or cities. There's also a nuclear torpedo called the Poseidon, which can create tidal waves. People used to say, so I'll put this one for JP. Yeah, Germany's on a war footing, as an economic war footing now too. They used to say our battlefields would be fought in the virtual worlds, and now no, that has not changed. I knew it wouldn't change. Our battlefields have been and reverted back to World War One tactics by building trenches and trench warfare, which is stagnant warfare. Yeah, and that's what makes it dangerous, JP, because once Russia runs out of stuff like that, what are they going to launch? Are they going to put the different warheads on these missiles they've got? Are they going to launch medium-range intercontinental ballistic missiles? Half their Black Sea fleet is non-existent. They haven't got an aircraft carrier. Their aircraft carrier's portable port sunk. Their aircraft carrier needs to be towed by tugboat. They have just got stealth, but hasn't been proven in combat yet, or it may have. They've lost some of their best aircraft, and their tanks have been known to blow up by the hull, and their turrets fly off.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, everybody thought Russian tanks were some of the best in the world. It turns out they're just not that brilliant against Western anti-tank missiles. We have North Korea now threatening nuclear war. Mind you, they've always threatened nuclear war since they got nuclear weapons, but they're threatening nuclear war there. You have China threatening Taiwan. That's all. They've always threatened Taiwan, but it seems to be getting worse now. We have Japan now building missiles that can hit both China and North Korea. That's never happened before. Japan's always tried to stay away from the military side because of what happened with World War II. Now it seems to be building it back up again. Britain now has put up their defence budget. Whether that means more troops, don't know. Whether it means better equipment, maybe. There's also talk of bringing back national conscription in Britain because of this. No, this is all talk from all around Europe about national conscription for countries that haven't had it. JP, I don't know how Portugal feels about this, or Spain, but they're traditionally countries that usually stay out of these things. But, maybe the case. Even Argentina, there's talks about a second Falklands War now with Argentina. It seems that everybody wants to talk about war and stuff. Nobody talks about fixing it. They just seem to be talking about war.
I mean, it seems inevitable, so might as well prepare for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Might as well prepare for it. It's sad to say. Does that mean that we should start building more bunkers? Oh, yeah, China, their economic growth, and they've in 2 years built as many ships as the Royal Navy has got in their fleet. Considering it takes months to build a ship. Yeah, we had the war with Argentina in 1982. I remember that because my dad just left the army. I was living in an army area. And when they came back, you can hear the gunshots from the funerals. Because we sort of live in a type of alleyway, and you can hear gunshots from there. Because it was a whole military area, so we were so used to hearing semi-automatic rifles and automatic or going on automatic and machine guns.
Shouldn't be something you get used to, unfortunately.
Well, it is because it was a military area. You hear people they've got
Well,
to train
yeah,
to shoot.
but it's a
They have
lot
to
of
train. They have to train to shoot there, so you used to hear them on the ranges.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, Wheels. You can call me Paul. Everybody else does. Or Sweet Cheeks. I do like Sweet Cheeks. That's a good name for me.
Doesn't quite fit you.
Oh, it really does. Yeah, just call me Paul. Everybody else does. Yeah, so that will I remember. My dad was a chef for the guards, and he left in 1977, and he still knew people who were in the guards in the 1980s. I know, I know. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad to see you here. So, yeah, so I remember that war quite vividly, even at a young age. So, even had a parade in my town to welcome the soldiers back.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're quite.
Things
So
to
I'm quite
remember.
used to being in a military type area. Quite used to hearing gunfire. Quite used to seeing military vehicles and military aircraft. Well,
Yeah, I'm not.
from my house where I used to live when I was younger, you used to watch from the bedroom window. You used to see this big World War II barrage balloon up, and you used to see the paratroopers jump from the balloon, and all you see was this little dot and this parachute open. So I'm quite seeing used to that thing there.
Oh, did you see Wheels comment?
Yeah, Wheels. I don't know if I told you, but my family moved to Australia in the 20s, late 20s, early 30s. So they're involved. So I've had sort of family involved in the Australian. I've had my family's been involved in the US and Britain in World War One and World War Two, and probably Vietnam as well. Also had family fight in the War of 1812 for the US.
Wow.
So I come from a big military family.
Yeah.
My uncle who flew gliders in the Second World War. He was part of the glider regiment.
Those look scary.
They're pretty worse scary. They actually they were, you know. So that's part of my family there. I was talking to family, and when I talk to family in Australia, I don't hear from them now. They refuse to buy anything Japanese, right up to the 1980s, late 1980s. Yeah, I had I don't know if I had family in the Pacific. Must have had family in Pacific, but I did lose an uncle in the fields of Italy in the Anzio campaign. He died in the fields of Italy. Also, I had family from Ireland who fought in the British Army, who passed away in 1918 in the fields in France, in Flanders Fields. You know, so it's quite common that people from the Western Europe and the US have got family involved in these things, as you know. There,
Yeah.
so I helped you with yours.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
You knew more about mine in like 5 minutes then.
Yeah. I got told by my aunt that
Oh,
I
look at
met.
Wheels' last comment.
Yeah, I know. My aunt, who I only
Grandpa.
met like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
We talked about my granddad or her dad, and She said he went to when he fought in World War One, World War Two. Sorry, when he fought in World War Two. He's not that old. When he fought in World War Two, he didn't say he came back a different man. Apparently, all he said is that we were killing boys. That's all Germany had left. And yeah, so could I. I can imagine the things that he's seen, but I think we're heading that way again, Wheels, I'm afraid to say. I think this is another war we're heading in. You know? It is sad to say.
We'll have to wait and see and hope for the best and
yeah,
update.
I mean, if you look at it, this is the longest period that we ever haven't had a proper world war.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Like, I mean, but
we can't jinx something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's just sad. We can only hope that Trump pulls his finger out, stops sucking up to Putin. This is what people disagree with me. They can disagree with me. I don't. If they want to, they can do. But this is my own personal view. That he needs to stop sucking up to Putin. He needs to toughen up. He needs to stop this diplomacy on live TV. It's not needed. That has ruined. That has ruined the US international relationships, because nobody wants to deal with that type of thing. Nobody wants that. If that's going to happen, do it there. Yeah, we've won.
I like Wheels' input is very.
It is, you know. Yeah, she is. It's spreading.
Yeah, we're talking about the Panama Canal.
Yeah, I'll get onto that one, JP. Yeah, that's good. Trust me, I'm a grumpy little sod too. He's drawn. What I think he's doing is he's releasing that. He's drawing up plans. He's releasing these so people react to this. Because US is still the world's biggest army. It's the world's. They've got more. They spend more on their armies, the US, on your armed forces than the rest of the world combined. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So the US spends more on the thing than anybody else in the world, and it's even combined that. I mean, you've got planes that cost billions of dollars. You've just made a new stealth bomber. You know, you've got hypersonic missiles. You've got the F-22 stealth fighter, the F-35 stealth fighter. You've got the F-15. You've got the F-16. You've got the F-18, the Super Hornet. These are all amazing and technologically sound planes. These are fun. Also, you've got the Black Hawk helicopters. They're going to be talking about replacing them soon too. You've got the Wildcat helicopters. You've got the Apache gunships. You also got the spotters that go with it. Also, you got the new aircraft. I can't remember what they call them. I think it's the Ospreys. That the vertical takeoff. That they're like a plane helicopter hybrid type thing. You've got like battle groups that can just one battle group, US naval battle group, can take over a country. They don't have to be inside that country. They can just launch cruise missiles at it. This is the power of the US. So once the US says we're releasing plans, people get worried.
Yeah, I mean, it is something that makes you nervous and makes you think, and the stuff that's put out. Like, you don't know to believe it or not.
Yeah. And there's all these things. And they want in DMZ, they have that in Korea. Yeah. Yeah, they also have that in India too. There's India and China and India and Pakistan, the Khyber Pass. That type of thing. Not the same as that, but have you seen the videos of Indian troops fighting Chinese troops with sticks and clubs? Check out, it's quite funny.
Yeah.
They all meet and have a big, massive fight. They don't fight with guns; they fight with their hands.
I was wondering, I was thinking that too, because not many people these days are going to want to join willingly. There'll be some, but it's not like before where there was a draft and you had no.
Yeah.
I'm not on the stream.
Okay, who's this? Let me find out.
I have to get to YouTube, but just ignore it.
No, we don't have this on here.
It's the docs.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
gone.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. I'll deal with that one myself.
I did it, and then you can do whatever.
No. I'll deal with that one myself there. Yeah, guys, this is a type of channel where we don't have any of this BS. If you want that BS, you can go somewhere else. It's quite simple.
It's not drama. We're just talking politics and opinions.
Yeah. We don't do that here. If you want to do that, please go somewhere else.
Yeah, I took care of it too. I saw yours, but
yeah, any more on our permanently ban you.
Oops.
Thank you. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to swear. It's just been told.
Yeah, we already dealt with it once, so
That's quite easy.
But
no need to be rude to people.
I really enjoy the input of Wheels, like in John P.
Yeah, JP and Wheels are cool people. We like them.
Yeah, very knowledgeable and really good, like different perspectives to look at it, and like bringing up the draft was something I didn't think of until it was mentioned. But do you think they would do a draft?
If there's a war, there's definitely a draft.
Yeah.
You cannot change it. Wars come with drafts.
Well, right now we don't enforce it, but
no, it's because there's no war. There's
no
war.
But I don't think
every country has got a system where if there's a war and they get involved, and if it's big enough, they'll have a draft or they'll have a call up. US has got it, Britain has got it, Germany's got it, France has got it. Any country that has that type of thing will have a national call up.
That's what I'm saying, Wheels. Like, I think a lot of people don't want anything to do with it. And there's no other way to get enough people besides draft. But then I can also see a lot of people trying to get out of it by different medical reasons or... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, that's very true, JP. Everybody forgets that. That's the oldest alliance in the world. That is England and Portugal. Not Britain and Portugal, England and Portugal. Because they had that alliance before Britain was even made. Do I believe Trump is arrogant? What I've seen in this term, yeah, I believe he's arrogant. I do believe Trump is arrogant. He's wound up people so much. He's destroyed international relations of the US. And Vance, too. His Vice President Vance is worse than Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. And God bless Portugal. Oh, JP, send me a bottle of port. I need a bottle of port,
Right.
mate. Send me one. Quick, you bastard. Quick, send me it. Spain never could invade England neither. They tried a couple of times and they failed. Then they lost Gibraltar to us. They had to give Gibraltar to us as a part of agreement. So that's why Gibraltar is British. The French. God bless the French. Francis, wow. Yeah, damn. No, I wouldn't trust Vance. When Zelensky goes, you don't know what's happening out there. And Vance goes, yes, I do. I have seen it on wherever. And no, you haven't been out there, mate. How do you know what country's doing if you haven't been out there? Yeah, so anyway, I think I'm going to say goodnight.
Yeah, it was actually a really good... I wish, Wheels had come in sooner, honestly, and John P. It was really good hearing this.
Yeah, it was really good. Thanks for the input, guys. It was good seeing JP, Mr. P, Bart, Willow. Everybody's been good on panel, in the chat. Wheels.
I was like, on panel, really? You're going to grade me?
Yeah. Monkey. It was good to see Monkey having his input. That was a very interesting input. I did like his input there.
Yeah.
And he did explain it well.
Mr. B, rage drinking, having me say things while I have stitches in my mouth and trying to trick me, but...
Yeah, well, Wheels, next time... Sorry. Next time I do a live... Do you want to say before I cut you off again?
Listen, I know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
No, Wheels, next time I do a live, I don't really do the lives. Reason why I don't like doing lives is because I don't like talking to a wall sometimes. That's why I feel like it. And also sometimes seeing what I seen there. It's one of the reasons why I just rely on things. But yeah, great seeing you. And if you can come up next time, that would be a brilliant input. So thank you. Thank you, JP.
Yeah, Wheels and JP.
Yeah. No, I understand, mate. Nice and I know what time it is. Yeah. Thank you very much, Wheels. That would be great. That would be my pleasure.
I wasn't really good at it because I don't really know much, but I figured I'd come help out.
But thank you. But you got to remember, JP is an hour ahead of me too. So it is almost 5:48 where he is.
It's midnight almost.
No, he's 4:48. Yeah. So it'd be great. Thank you for everybody being there, Amanda. Thank you or peasant, know your role.
Peasant. I know my place.
Yeah, we know your place. Great seeing you all. Thank you for everybody turning up. No, I get you, mate. All right, Wheels. No need to show off or anything.
Right. She's like, it's earlier here. Look at us.
Yeah. So I hope everybody has a great day or what's left of the day. I hope you all look after yourselves and be blessed. And I'll see you all later. I'll let you know next time there's a live on, and I'll put it on my wall community page so everybody can look. And you all take care now. Stay. I want to have a chat with you, Amanda, for a second after this is finished. So stay. Don't come out on thing. All right, guys. So you all take care then. Take care. Bye-bye.